This is Ruins of Ravenclaw featuring Sabreclaw. He's hardly in it, but that is an improvement from the last issue where Carnag, he wasn't in it at all. This is a variant cover by Michael Super Saiyan. He's like one of my favourite underrated artists. It is just a poster cover of Sabreclaw, but it is good art. It's a nice portfolio piece. This follows the same format as the other one. It starts off in the present with a really random assortment of characters. We got Mr. Fantasticals, who has a beard for some reason. We got J.K. Jameson Jr., Kingpin Man, and of course, fucking Jackie Brown, centre of the Marvel Universe. They have discovered a hidden section of the Ravenclaw Institute, like a secret wing that nobody knew about. It was underground and it's all dark and gothic and it's creepy and there were experiments there and oh, I wonder who was kept in these cells. Actually, really am interested in like art school mental health stuff like institutions and lobotomies. Not in a weird way. I'm not going around trying to perform lobotomies on people on that. I mean, I think it's an interesting bit of history. The terrible conditions of asylums and the unethical practices. And we get some of that here, and that's stuff I like. This group, they are attacked by monsters. Monsters everywhere nowadays, isn't there? Every comic I read seems to feature monsters. But yeah, we're going back in time and we see how Ravenclaw was founded and built years ago. I'll come back to that. I'll probably save the obvious bombshell twist that all this continuity is unworkable. I'll save it until the end of the next one shot. Here we have got Captain America of the Revolutionary War. This is an Jack Quimby character. Fun seeing him again. And apparently, he actually died fighting in the Revolutionary War. That is new information. We got some more continuity implants with attacks from various things over the years. And how it all seemed to revolve around the cursed land of Ravenclaw. And here we are introduced to Jonas Ravenclaw. He built the Institute and he seems maybe like a noble person, but obviously his good intentions won't work out. So he builds the loony bin, and our here is Darth Knight, because the writer, Jose Quesada's mate, he has been trying to cement this terrible take on Darth Knight where they all end up utterly crazy and mental because of their magic sword. He's been trying to make this stick for 15 years now. If you want my honest opinion, give it up. It is shit. The only reason you are being allowed to keep at it is because executive editor Tom Beaver wants it to stick because he hates the character so much. And then we find out also working in the hospital is Sinestro, Incognito, obviously. You can see the shadow there. He is using the facility as a means to do his evil science experiments. It ties in a bit with an odd Excellent Men story by this writer. He did a lot of stuff about Sinestro, doing stuff like this. There's a good one to review, actually. I'll have to find where I put it. Sabreclaw, he is here for a few pages, and I hate this bit. Sabreclaw and Wolfman, they have had an ancient animosity towards each other, and it was never explained. It never needed to be explained. But for the third time in the last 10 years, a writer has come along and decided that they will be the one who finally reveals why these two characters hate each other. It turns out that Wolfman, he slaughtered Sabreclaw's brother and sister. It is needless and unimaginative. It makes Wolfman into a lot more of an evil person. which is something else that Marvel love doing. They love going back and saying that Wolfman is a truly evil, horrible person, and that he must have deserved all the torture and experimentation he had done on him. And this idea, it also makes Sabreclaw out to be like the sympathetic one, yet everything that Sabreclaw has done since is repulsive and horrible, and he has never once mentioned this brother and sister, or Wolfman killing them. You would think a psychopath like Sabreclaw, he would love to reveal to the other excellent men that Wolfman was actually a horrible murderer who killed his brother and sister. But they are going to experiment on Wolfman, and one of the doctors, female one obviously, she grows a conscience and tries to free him, but then she gets caught, but Wolfman is able to escape anyway because continuity says he has to. And she stays behind, and it is revealed she is a werewolf, because they want to also tie it into werewolf at 8. And this doesn't make sense either, because with werewolf at 8, his ancestors have already been shown and detailed by Marky Mark. And the idea that there is another one out there doesn't work either, because the werewolf curse is meant to be limited to one generation at a time. Then we have got, here is the code. I probably should have saved the codes for the last video, so someone could at least get the whole story at once. Sinestro, he abducts the werewolf doctor, and even that creates problems because that means the werewolf curse wouldn't be passed down. And we get to the end, and Sinestro, he is performing his evil science genetic experiments on the werewolf doctor. And then these monsters attacking in the current day, they're meant to be like the abominations that he made over the years. They fight against them, and Jackie Brown, she takes the lead. Even though Mr. Fantasticals is there, and he has been a leader of a 4-person team for 60 years, he is not a woke talking point. So Jackie Brown is bottom commands at everyone, and they are trapped down there with the monsters, or maybe the monsters are trapped down there with them. This is a wonky series at best. It doesn't seem to have much real purpose or objective. It kind of just wants to go back and build up all this nonsense backstory about Ravenclaw, which doesn't ring true and relies on implanting various recognisable characters from continuity. And this one, it's really missold because Sabreclaw, he was almost not in it. It is interesting enough, I suppose, if you are bored. It can fill a hole, but it's not very good, really. I rate it 7 thumbs up.